told it wouldn't be noisy. And you know, this sound can be turned off and on at will, you know, by this matrix, which is like actually gauged according to how I think, how I feel, and how much control they need and how much energy they need, because they are a dying species and they can't survive without human life energy. And they get it through sound, through sight, through bringing your mood down any way they can, daily, whether it be in your house, outside your house, everywhere, every second, because the entire environment is being controlled and manipulated for a human being, I mean. Like there's noise going on outside the door, on and off, mainly on. And different frequencies and sounds. Which my ears pick up much louder than the mobile. And don't forget, it's all the time, so it gets on your nerves, shall we say, and that's putting it very mildly when it goes on for year after year. 6 years exactly now. And when I went down to the corner, of course they've got the great big machines going on in the park, on the corner, which you have to walk through. Every day doing grass in the park. Every day that I go through there. In fact, it's almost like getting to where it's like dirt because of how ridiculous, you know. But you know, it looks natural, but when you realise it goes on day after day, and why does every car on the street of a night time have their headlights on extremely high beam when they've got extremely bright street lights in a city? It's just to get in your eyes, to get in a human being's eyes, and to make sure that you look at them, and then when you look at them you've got the lights in your eyes, a bit like they do in movies where they put lights in someone's eyes while they question them to drive them really agitated, so they'll confess or something like that, because they can't stand the pressure any longer. And it's very much like that. Except that they don't ask you any questions. They just hope that you'll somehow, I suppose, react badly, and then people see you, or you could even, anything could happen. And I'm aware of this. I'm not going to go into details. I'm trying to be calm here while I film this, because I wasn't even going to film it again. I was going to say, like, I can't do it every day, and I just wanted to have some lunch, but basically that's how it's kind of revving up to. Like, that should be a smooth sound, but they're revving it and doing that to agitate. They know what they're doing. It's they're like they're basically a spiritual army against real life human beings. except that they are literally a real army. In other words, they are exactly like that, and they are part of that too. Like it is part of all those departments, because they have skills, and they're very, they all have different skills, and they're trained, and and they know what they're doing, even though they look as though they're doing random stuff. I mean, they are doing stuff as well, but they don't have to do it like that. They're highly skilled workman army, in an area. In other words, they're undercover army. They're like plainclothes policemen, we could say, plainclothes army, or secret agent almost, like that. It's all the same thing, because it's a whole city, a whole country. So it is that. Different departments, which I wouldn't know what departments, because I just see it as all one. But they're different departments, or different it's a bit like there's the police department, there's the army, there's it could be like different, like secret agent intelligence things that you see like in the movies, but they're all real things, or like FBI, that type of thing, what you see in the movies. But they're all real departments, it's just that they're all one in the same, because they all combine, which they do anyway. We know that, so that's not really hidden anyway. It's not a secret. It's just that you probably don't realise, the average person like myself wouldn't actually realise how much, that's all. And you'd wonder why, against, say, an individual person. But that's because it's about the difference between human beings. It's that they're singling out differences, and then targeting and suppressing and persecuting, you could say, particular human beings, because that sounds like a strong word, but basically they are trying to completely destroy you physically, mentally, and at a mental level. So if that isn't, that's, like it's persecution on a big scale, but it's done gradually over time, and done covertly, or to where, like with sight and sound, on a continual basis, and continual patrolling, continual stalking, and so you're not in your right senses most of the time. Even though I'm making this video, I'm not calm at all. And I'll fold up, seeing Nev stop for a second, but they'll turn it on as soon as I turn the mobile off, but they'll be going all day. But what I'm saying is, they don't have to make the type of noise they make. It doesn't have to be as loud as what it is, and it doesn't have to be as continual, and it shouldn't be to where you've got this day in and day out over 6 years, non-stop, every day, every night, or 24 hours a day. Never without having this stalking, patrolling, anti-life energies directed at you, whether it be at direct physical, direct energy weapons at you, all the time, some stronger than others. This will depend on how you can keep your vibration, I think. This is what I think, and this is what I've experienced, so I know it to be so. Continual visual patrol, whether it be through the use of light, movement, or people. Continual sound harassment, like with staged work being done everywhere you go. And that's basically what it is. And they would do more, only that it has to be done undercover, under the guise of something that's plausible, so in case another person doesn't realise what's happening to their own kind, because there are different kinds of species, different animals roam this earth. Some are predators, some are just trying to get about their own business and minding their own business, but not allowed to. Not allowed to at all. And my leg is starting to go very strange at this moment, as it has done for the last couple of hours. That is because of frequencies, direct energy frequencies, or if I actually understood it, because I don't understand the technology, I merely feel it. I experience all this. That's all. But I'm on the other side of it. Those that are around me, and don't forget, the closer they are, the more they can direct energy at you. That's why they surround you quite closely, like with all this work and the people around you, and always patrolling. You know, if they were a fair distance away, it wouldn't be possible for them to have any input on me, even though the technology is probably quite advanced. But at any rate, I better, I'm running out of mobile here, but this goes on day in and day out, continuous, without stopping. And I would go out and show you, because if I actually open the door here, they will bring the truck up in front of me to show the patrol, but I don't want to do that at this moment. I'm just sick of going out there. The plane is going over as I speak now. I could show that. Maybe the mobile might pick up the sound of it going over, I'm not sure.